Hi y'all and welcome back to Supper at the Family Table. I hope y'all are having an amazing day. Hopefully I'm going to be on here and hang out with y'all and cook. Last week we had some crazy internet issues going on and I could not go live. Things were just not connecting, and every time I would connect and hop on, y'all couldn't hear me and it would freeze. So I hope that it is working here. I'm going to see. I have it. Can y'all turn that off, please? Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to try to pull it up here and see if this is working and see if I can see some comments here. There we go. All right, let me know if y'all are here and you're watching and you can see. Comment below. I would love hearing from y'all, and especially, make sure everything is working. So today we're going to make really yummy loaded Sloppy Joe potatoes, or Sloppy Joe loaded baked potatoes. They are so good. We eat our Sloppy Joes this way a lot. I just love the good Sloppy Joe meat and the sauce, and it's delicious, but it's really yummy and a little bit different on top of a baked potato. We love all kinds of things on baked potatoes around here. We just love baked potatoes, and this way is really easy. It makes it gluten-free, so if you have people you need to feed for that, it's, if you don't have any bread, you can still have Sloppy Joes. It is just perfect. So if you're looking for a little something different but quick and easy, you're going to want to stick around. So let's go ahead and start, and I'll go ahead and get started on the what's going to go in the sauce. So in the pan, we're going to start with our pound of meat. Now, pound of meat, I usually, if I'm going to feed all like 6 people, I'll definitely do 2, if not more. If it's just 3 of us, 1 pound works, but it's a little close. So I have like a pound and a little over. So I have what was left over, a pound, and then a whole other pound that I'm going to do. And this is ground turkey because this is what we have right now. We have been having to do some Walmart orders, and that's what they have at Walmart. They have grass-fed beef, but it's a lot more expensive than anywhere else, so we've been getting this ground turkey. And this is the butterball. It's humanely raised and stuff, so, or it's American Certified Humane. Anyway, this is what we've been getting, but you can do turkey, you can do beef. We do them all interchangeably. We've made this recipe tons and tons with either, and it's delicious. So whatever kind of ground meat you want. Hey Jackie, thanks for watching. Sloppy Joes are the best. Yes, we love Sloppy Joes too. We all love them around here. Alright, so we're going to get that going. I'm going to start breaking that up. And then I'm going to start dicing up my onion. So this Sloppy Joe recipe is the same Sloppy Joe recipe I have been using for so long. It's our family's favorite, so I finally got it down to what we like, perfected it, and this is what we have been making ever since, and we all love it. So I'll let that get going and show you what goes in here, but it is so super simple. Nothing in it is complicated. Everything in it is something you probably already have in your pantry or fridge, or at least do most of the time. So super simple. We're gonna do half an onion, and this is a pretty small onion, so I could probably do the whole thing, but generally about half an onion. And I go and cut it in half and then do slits this way, but not going all the way through at the end. And then turn it and go this way. And it makes dicing your onion really easy. You need a trick for that. I know everybody has their own trick, but that's the way I like to do it. Alright. And we're going to immediately go ahead and get this in with the meat, because we want that to saute and get tender. And it will take about 7 to 10 minutes, just like the meat. So, just a rough chop there. And we'll add these in. There we go. Easy peasy. And we'll get this going. What are y'all having for supper tonight? Let me know in the comments below. Let's chat a little bit while we are sitting here and all this meat is frying away. Let me know in the comments what y'all are having. Or what you already had. Alright, this is smelling good. So we're just going to let that continue. And then we'll just add in some other super simple ingredients. They are super basic pantry staples, so we'll just go ahead and talk about that quick. First, you're going to need ketchup, of course. This is the Aldi organic ketchup. I like buying organic when it comes to ketchup because tomatoes are usually on the Dirty Dozen or always are on the Dirty Dozen. They're highly sprayed. And this one has low sugar, no high fructose corn syrup, no yucky stuff. So I love this one from Aldi, and it's super cheap. Mustard. And this is just plain yellow mustard, but I literally use whatever I have in the fridge, which we almost always have all kinds of mustard anyway. But literally Dijon mustard, spicy brown mustard, yellow mustard, any mustard will work. You're just going to need a little bit of that, and then a little bit of Worcestershire sauce or soy sauce. I don't really buy Worcestershire sauce anymore, so I just do a little bit of my soy sauce. And this is the organic Tamari soy sauce from Thrive Market. I love this stuff. We went through countless bottles. I can't even tell you how many, but all of the ingredients are super clean and organic, which is important to me when it comes to soy, and it tastes really good. So you're gonna need all those things. You're also gonna need some garlic, and you can either do fresh garlic at the end of this, so like the last 3 minutes of the sauteing, you can do fresh garlic, or you can add in some garlic powder. That's what I'm gonna do today. I love fresh garlic in it, but I do it with garlic powder if I don't have any garlic, so that's what I'm gonna do here. And then you'll just need some basic seasonings like chili powder. You're gonna need some pepper flakes, salt and pepper, of course, and then a little bit of water, and you are good to go. You made hot dogs for supper, Jackie. Awesome. What have y'all been enjoying this beautiful weather? I don't know about you, but I am loving it. So came home from work and went outside for a little bit. I put these potatoes going on in the Instant Pot because y'all know I love potatoes, baked potatoes in the Instant Pot. It's like by far my favorite method. And put those in the Instant Pot and walked away and got to go outside and sit in my hammock swing and enjoy some beautiful fresh air and weather while the potatoes were cooking away for me. So if you are not sold on your Instant Pot yet, I promise you it is so good, and you really need to get one and start using it because it's just amazing. So it is so awesome, and especially for days like that when you want to have something great, but you also want to walk away, you want to go enjoy the pretty weather, you can still have supper cooking for you, and it's just amazing. That and the crock pot, of course. So love our crock pot, which y'all know because I have a whole book about that if you're new here. But this is looking good, so we're almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of salt and pepper at this point. You have been outside a lot, Jackie. That's awesome. It is so beautiful. What are y'all most excited about for spring? Let me know in the comments below. And if y'all didn't know, I am streaming this over to YouTube now. So at the same time, the same stream is both here and on YouTube. So go, if you like to watch YouTube, go check me out there. Go subscribe, like and comment over there on all the things. Help me out there if you would. And I don't know if y'all like to, but if you like to watch things like on your TV, like your smart TV or through a streaming box of some sort, YouTube makes it super easy to do that. So head on over there, I would really, really appreciate that. I think I'm like at 499 subscribers on YouTube. So if we could get that to 500, that would be awesome, and just keep growing from there. But can't see. I don't have YouTube pulled up. Maybe I can try to pull that up really quick and see if anybody is watching or commenting over there. I'm still working out all the kinks. This is a new setup, and probably won't be the final setup, but it's just what we're doing for now. So, alright, and this is almost there. Okay, let's see. There are some people watching on YouTube. Ellis, hi. Hey guys. So there's a few people over there on YouTube. Okay, hey guys, thanks for watching over there. If you are on YouTube, I really appreciate y'all. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed, please do so. Alright. This is almost ready, so I'm going to go ahead. Whoop. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and get started with the sauce. Okay, there we go. So, I'm going to go ahead, and my ground turkey has a little liquid, so I'm going to count that as my water. But if you're doing ground beef especially, or if you've drained your ground turkey completely, you'll also add about a cup of water, but I'm going to call that good, most likely. I'll see at the end if it needs some liquid. But you're going to need about 1.5 cups of ketchup. Oh, also in this, if you have it, peppers are great, bell peppers, and so we'll add that in sometimes too. But I don't have any fresh today, so I'm just going to leave that out. Ooh, that just flew everywhere. I'm glad I have a dark shirt on. So, 1.5 cups of ketchup. Oh, hey, Christy. I am so glad to see you watching over on YouTube. And you made 2 recipes from the cookbook. That is so exciting. What 2 recipes have you made, Christy? And what is your favorite so far? Alright. I may need to go see if I have a little bit more ketchup in the pantry. I am all out, so I'm going to make that work. It's really close, so it's not a huge deal, but just set that in. So, we're going to stir that up. And then we're going to do 1 teaspoon of mustard. And again, this can literally be any mustard that you have. And then you're going to do a couple tablespoons of Worcestershire or soy sauce. 1 to 2. It's kind of personal preference there. We're going to stir that up. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of chili powder. 1, 2. And then I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of garlic powder. Like I said, you can totally use fresh garlic, and I do a lot, but we are out of that today. And then we're just going to stir that up. This is the easiest sloppy joe, I'm telling you. It's so easy. Once you get all the sauce in, like once your meat is fried and you get all these sauce ingredients going, it's easy because you don't have to let it sit there and simmer for a long time. Literally just mix it together. We're going to let it simmer for just a couple minutes and let those flavors marry a little bit, but you really do not have to let this simmer very long. It's just one of those meals that if you have ground meat thawed out in the fridge for the week, then you have a really, really quick meal to pull together. Even with the baked potatoes take a long time in the oven, but if you use your Instant Pot, like 30 minutes you have fresh soft, delicious baked potatoes. And you could also do them in the crock pot if you wanted to put them in before work. So many options. And then of course you could always throw this on your favorite bread, or whatever, and not have to worry about that at all. Christy, you liked the chicken and rice soup and the Olive Garden pasta. Oh, I am so glad that you loved those. And that Olive Garden pasta really has seemed to be a hit with people that have had the cookbook. I'm gonna have to make that one more often. I don't make that one enough. That is for sure. Let me... Alright, and see, this is starting to simmer, and it is done. Like, this is ready to eat. Looks so good, y'all. So good. Alright, I'm going to turn that off, and then I'm going to build a potato. So I'm going to go grab a potato from the Instant Pot. Yeah, and I came back and got the potato because I came up with the bowl thinking I was going to build a plate with y'all, and I didn't get the potato. Alright, so potato, and let me know, all of you that are watching either on YouTube or on Facebook, comment below because I want to hear from y'all. Comment and let me know what y'all want to see me make in the future. So what do y'all want to see next week, or give me multiple ideas for things to make in the future, as I'm always love your input on what y'all want to see and what kind of YouTube videos. So I used to do more like YouTube, like, you know, long form edited YouTube videos in the past, and I want to get back into that. So tell me what kind of YouTube videos you want to see that aren't live streams. Okay, so potato, and then I'm gonna do sloppy Joe meat, and then of course we also have to load this with our toppings. So let me grab those. You can, of course, you know, add these things if you want. You don't have to, but yogurt or sour cream. We use homemade yogurt for everything in place of sour cream. And then cheese, of course, are wonderful toppings that we love on our baked potatoes. And I love them also on, like, a cheese goes great with sloppy Joe. The coolness of the cream cheese goes great with sloppy Joe. So, of course, I still love them on a loaded sloppy Joe baked potato. So, let's build this. There we go. Big old spoon of yogurt. Then we're going to do some cheddar cheese. Let me know in the comments, guys. I want to hear from y'all. What do y'all want to see next week, in the coming weeks, and what kind of like long form edited style YouTube videos would you like to see? And yeah, I know y'all are going to ask where my big grater is, but I'm just going to grate this directly on with the little mini one for ease. Tonight, I actually thought I already had cheese grated, so I didn't pull out the big one, and I don't. So I'm just going to do this for quick and ease, especially on the show. We might pull out the big one later, maybe, before everybody builds their bowls. All right, let's give this a try, guys. I love these. Like, these are just a go-to, easy, delicious, family favorite meal. So good, I'm telling you. That sloppy Joe sauce. Oh, yeah. It is so flavorful. It's really hot. But it has such good flavor and depth there, and which is amazing for such a short period of time that you cook this. But such flavor, such depth, and you've got that coolness and that tang from that sour cream or that yogurt. You've got your cheddar cheese, which is a nice bite, especially if you have it with a sharp cheddar cheese for a nice sharpness. And this can be your whole meal right in one dish. Super easy. Just really great. Y'all need to make this one. If you like sloppy joes and you like potatoes, can't go wrong with this meal. And it's super quick and easy to put together for your family. So I'm going to check my comments one more time. Looks delicious. Thanks, Jackie. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching, both on YouTube and Facebook. Again, I am streaming this now over on YouTube. So go subscribe, Supper at the Family Table, over on YouTube if you're watching on Facebook. I would really appreciate it. And, you know, send feedback. Let me know if you're making the recipes, and send in messages any recipes that you want to make for the future, or any YouTube videos that you want to see. So I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I hope y'all come back next week for more easy family friendly meal ideas, and we're gonna go enjoy this.